First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. He makes the connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10 for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Now on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking for room. It's Blair. Finds a crease at the 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Fresno State's offense has the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Bulldogs with the first and 10. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that.
All kinds of running room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to go up top, getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Bruce. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Number 12, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on first down from the 28. Leaves it with the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Got his man on the outside. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd...
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On the move. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Connor.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, it's Blair. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running it to the right. Nice move to stay on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, UCLA!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Off play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Trying play action. He's right on target. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Wide out in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Sanchez. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll try to pick up the 1st. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Fresno State working from the red zone. Looking to throw on 3rd. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Fresno State. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
21, Fresno State, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man. Can anyone catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, UCLA!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Gives it to the back on the draw. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll try the counter. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The give to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking for the score. Grab near the marker. It's Cherry. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35. Fresno State, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complimentary football because it's...
He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cruz. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Works the middle of the field.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Set up for second and short after that completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Keeps it going. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll throw on third down. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
That makes the score UCLA 38, Fresno State 21.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Give to the running back. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Fresno State right back to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. He'll try to pop the draw. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
38, Fresno State, 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Got it in the middle, it's Cruz. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score UCLA 41, Fresno State 28.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bruce. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The give. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking for room, it's Sanchez. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Feeling some heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Parker. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground game on the left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. And he's running in the open. Touchdown Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off at defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Fast motion from the offense. The snap sets up the throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try.
UCLA 47, Fresno State 28.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Sanchez. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Fresno State, 28.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got his man quickly. And the Bulldogs get it past the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. He leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Blair.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Blair. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
UCLA, 54. Fresno State, 28.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. All wideouts, no backs. Comes out throwing on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Caught behind the line. It's Cherry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw it again. Gets it out fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Now on first down after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Cherry. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got his man. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.